Hello, buddy, this is Purge, and I'm bringing you a Chaos Knight Offlane game. So, this is a bit theoretical by me. I watched a lot of the replays of Chaos Knight support that I think we saw maybe 2 TIs ago or something like that. But I decided to try this offlane thing because I knew I wanted a stunner. We have a Skywrath Mage, so you need some like jump stun hero. So I decided to give it a shot with Chaos Knight. And I tried, I picked up his Cloven Chaos, that's the split in half Chaos Bolt talent. And watch, sometimes when you use it, it hits 2 people. Not here, though. It didn't hit 2 people there. That one was bad. As an extremely dead lone druid. So that fight part wasn't very good. I did manage to get the bounty, and I'm actually a pretty fast hero, so it's pretty easy for me to get this other one too. I think we ended up getting... We actually got 4 bounties out of that, I think. Yeah, which I think is kind of okay. Look at the net worth. It's very good for Tusk. Obviously, he's going to come to lane an inch away from Boots of Speed, but... I stunned the Drow there because I wanted to maybe get the last hit on the range creep, but it didn't quite work out, I don't think. So my general thoughts for playing this here on the offlane was I needed some regen items, I needed some damage, and I thought bracers would be an okay way to do that. I think in hindsight it wasn't very good. Did you see that double stun? Was that cool? I used it to get the last hit and then it also damaged and stunned Drow. Felt so good. The bracers should hypothetically give me HP regen and damage, and the damage should translate to lifesteal with Chaos Strike. Was kind of what I was thinking about doing. Using Reality Rift and Chaos Strike to Chaos Bolt to get kills is also an option here. But I felt the need, I think, to focus on the stun, which I'm not sure if that was the right choice in the end. Gabba spent a lot of time zoning and harassing the Tusk here, which is a good thing to do because it gives me a little bit, puts me a little bit more in a 1v1 here against the Drow. We really wanted to kill. Unfortunately, Gabba wasn't able to land the stun on the right, or the slow on the right person. It's not really his fault though. He needed to get physically closer to the Drow than to the Tusk, and that wasn't exactly the case. So this kind of made our lane kind of tough when we went for this go and we weren't successful. But luckily, I was still managing to get a moderate amount of the experience. I decided to get a second point in Chaos Bolt, which I think in hindsight was probably a mistake. I should have probably gotten Reality Rift to level 3, because then I could use this pull distance to pull Drow closer towards us. But instead I ended up putting an extra point in Chaos Bolt, because I wanted the stun to do a little bit more damage, is what I was thinking about. Obvious go here. Especially in this case where I expected them to, where they went on me, I thought I had a higher chance of living if I got this. But it only increases the stun duration by 0.25 on the low end, and on the high end, 0.5. So it's like a 0.35 stun increase, or something like that, which is kind of mediocre. And I also have, it's a pretty high mana cost too at 110, but I also thought like putting 2 points into it, I could basically stun 3 times or so and then be out of mana. I did buy a magic stick because it's going to help the lane a lot, of course. But I'm just going to try to keep this wave sitting next to us as much as possible. And they are going to get some pulls off, but at least this will give me some free last hits. And I can basically deny entire wave in front of the tower here. I did not do a good job de-aggroing this one. So this is the remnant of whatever they tried to pull just now. So we get some of the gold. But it looks like we went about even. We're trying to figure out when a good time to go in was. Nice deny by Drow. I have my boots coming now. I thought that boots at this position was just going to be really important, because the projectile speed on Chaos Bolt is really atrocious. So I felt like it was necessary to have boots to both avoid death and like getting kited basically, and also to increase our chances of getting a kill on Drow. Carries will usually buy like Gloves of Haste and the stat item when they are laning against their opponents, but that's usually because it's a little closer to tower typically. But as offlaners, I just felt like getting the boots was more important in the circumstance. Maybe the raw HP would have been good. We really want to go in this guy, but we were waiting for level 4 most likely. Decided to stun the guy. And then I'm going to Reality Rift to pull the Tusk away. Which, did that do anything? The answer is no. It didn't do shit. I definitely don't want to fight 2 heroes, so I need to retreat briefly. I'm going to lose at least 1 last hit while I tango. Maybe we should have just gone on the draw first anyways, because at least then we're comboing our damage on the same guy. Might have been a better decision. Auto-attacking with Chaos Strike is kind of important, because that's one of the ways that you heal on this hero. But a lot of this hero is really based on the items you have. It's pretty tough to play this hero from behind. You need your net worth to be like reasonable, and right now I'm a good 700 behind the Drow. Because Drow has gotten 3 kills now and 2 assists. I didn't realize it was that many. That's crazy. I guess I've died and Sky has died twice. Finally went on her. We hit her with every single nuke. Lots of stun, lots of damage. I'm trying to stay in front of her, adjacent. That way when she gusts, it doesn't gust both me and Skywrath Mage. If I make that easy for her and she gets to gust both of us, it pushes us back and we lose our chance to get a kill. And with me picking up level 5, I was like, what do I skill? And I was like, okay, I'm going to skill my stun. Because I know that it's going to increase my stun duration. And it's going to increase the damage by a little bit. And it's also going to make sure that when Sky hits 6, we have a better chance of getting a kill. Because the stun duration is going to last longer. So those are all things that I was kind of thinking about when skill building this. However, the downside to this is that this basically means that I just don't farm fast at all. Is the big negative of my skill build. And this has like huge implications. So whenever you're like trying to do weird shit like this, you have to realize like how many consequences end up coming from the skill build. Because now my crit is only giving me, when it hits, 20 to 40% more damage. So it's like a 30% damage increase on a 30% chance cooldown. Doing a little run at Drow here. Look at that double stun. Wasn't that beautiful? I'm gonna hit him a little bit, but I'm definitely not going under tower. Grab my little neutral item here. I told him that I'm going to teleport away, which I think was the right choice. Ended up grabbing Chip Vest and Tough. Tough is kind of good on Chaos Knight because the more damage you do, the more lifesteal you get. Chip Vest is just going to be good because I'm trying to leverage my HP towards getting kills. And my next item that I want to buy is going to be a Blink Dagger. I thought about getting something like a Soul Ring, but I wasn't. I figured it was going to be a little bit too expensive, and it's not like I can farm with the Soul Ring either, so all I could get is what a Reality Rift, a Chaos Bolt. So the Chaos Strike would be good. Oh, this is fun. We just like walked a lane and we just got this guy. I was worried he was going to ulti, but he doesn't actually have his ulti. Managed to get the kill too, which felt great. That gets me level 6. Looking for an angle for us to go in. Really easy kill. We just did the smart thing and we walked wide around the tower to get there quicker. So at this point this felt fine. Like I felt like the lane was going okay. My net worth is right here. I'm like equal with Draw Ranger. I'm halfway to my Blink Dagger. I'm like, this feels okay. Like I'm totally okay with this. We got their tier 1 tower, which felt good. But the problem is we actually killed the tower a little bit too fast, I felt like. We decided to go bottom to gank Draw. I think this is maybe where I made a mistake. I feel like where I instead should have been. And then I TP'd to try to save Big L here, which went here. This is also a bad call. They basically all ended up bottom instead. And what I kind of did was I basically like killed my farm, which already was like in danger because of my skill build. I knew that the Leshrac had used an Invis. We saw him there. So this ended up being a little... But unfortunately, he blinked right on top of both this guy and me, and they used Global Silence. So this kind of made our likelihood to escape kind of low. I decided to go for the bounty runes, which I did get, by the way. Don't think that I didn't get 2 bounty runes. I knew he was going to catch me because he had Blink Dagger. Eventually he would blink again and catch me. But 2 bounty runes for all of that is okay. It's like it's a bit of a swing. It's like a 460 gold swing, but I gave everybody on my team 100 gold, which is like 500 gold. So it was about even. They got experience, obviously. But The problem is that I still have not been hitting creeps to get Blink Dagger. And I want to use Blink Dagger to get kills. And until I get Blink Dagger, it's actually I'm pretty bad at farming. We also had a series of our allies just kind of dying. The Leshrac did a really good job just like running places at people. I just realized now they have 16 kills to our 4. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But we're kind of close in net worth, so they must be doing something slightly wrong. He got both binding runes. That felt really bad. That guy got stunned twice. That was sick. Really like that. I didn't really need to walk at the Mars. That didn't feel very, very safe to me. Decided to hit him a little bit. Because maybe we can kill him. But the answer is probably not. He looked dead. I was like, maybe I can kill this guy. The double stun. I got him low, but it's not really a great nuke. Does 180 to 410 damage. It's fine. Does the guy have like a raindrop or something? I don't know. He looked like he took almost no damage from that. Kind of weird. Alright, I'm alive. Still no Blink Dagger. So my net worth, which was previously good, is now kind of falling off the charts, and Leshrac is insanely farmed. The other problem is that I keep using my ulti in these team fights, and it is the best way to increase your farm speed, because one illusion is going to increase your damage by 100%. And if you get lucky, which is a 50% chance of the time, you get 2 illusions, then you basically have a triple damage. So it makes jungling so much easier. And you can also push with it. This second guy didn't get damaged. I think only sometimes. Always stuns and splitting into a single target. Stunning one additional enemy and damaging another within 70% of the cast range. So does that mean like if I stun near 3 people that I get 2 stuns and a second guy also takes damage? That's the way it reads. I've got Chip Vest, which is great for increasing my farm speed. I don't know why I didn't ulti for that camp. I should have. The second it respawned, I should have ultied and been pushing to take that. But I've got Blink here. Maybe this is why I wanted to save it or something. I knew I just had to kill that one and then I was going to be healed. Ideally, I press my ulti, then I Blink Reality Rift stun is what I'm aiming to do. But I have to be a little careful that I don't pull them out of the Skywrath ulti. We just really wanted to kill here because we'd been waiting for me to get this Blink Dagger for a while. So it was hard for us to have an opportunity to start a fight. Killing Leshrac first would be great. If we can get him. But we're going to have to run in like a really elaborate way. And he unfortunately ran the opposite way from where we were. We have good vision right now, but there just isn't much follow-up is the problem. I'm literally just a Blink Stun and HP with Chip Vest. So my game state is in like a really, really precarious place. Because buying a BKB is not really going to happen. I wanted to go on this guy. So I was like, do we go Lesh? Do we go Lesh? And then I was like, no, I'm going Silencer. I didn't want to Reality Rift him. And then, unfortunately, this guaranteed kill that we should have had was completely countered by their Pause 5 Tusk having a Blink Dagger. He greeted out a Blink Dagger with Tranquil Boots. Huge counterplay by him. That was insanely good counterplay. So that was my Blink Dagger reveal. I felt so bad for it to go like that, because that was supposed to be a kill. But we did not get it. He's 4-1 and 11. I noted, and that's why he has so many items compared to me. I'm 1-4 and 2. Gabba got called on here, unfortunately. Ooh. Let me go back 10 seconds. I forgot that I TP'd for this. So they're going on us bottom. I decided to TP because I wanted to do something. Stun on 2. Use ulti to do slightly more damage. And then my ultis instantly die because there's a Leshrac. And I got killed. Although this looked okay. This kill was really big. And then Draw walked in as well, which felt really good. Nice gust to like semi-stun. So that fight was gigantic for us. Really, really gigantic. In that fight, it felt decent. I basically did my job, right? I blinked in, I helped save Skywrath Mage. Sky ends up surviving, gets another ulti off as a result. and I'm trading my HP for some action, and as a result, it just the item seemed obvious to me that I should get a blade mail, because blade mail basically accomplishes two things. Number one is it makes it less likely for your opponents to want to attack you. We're thinking about trying to get this kill here. Pull them back into that. Unfortunate for me, but we tried. It does two things. Makes them not want to attack me, and number two, it trades my health for damage, which is good when I have no damage, basically. So I should be thinking of blade mail as like, I need to do something, and blade mail is a way that I can trade my HP of my high HP by being a strength initiating hero for to do damage on enemies. So that's why I ended up buying it. I regretted it a little bit after I purchased it, because it doesn't really increase your damage very much, so it made my kill potential less good. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And skill build wise, I put points into Reality Rift second, because I wanted to lower the cooldown. I thought that would be helpful, and decreasing their armor and pulling them farther I thought would be worthwhile. In hindsight, I think maybe a mistake, because Chaos Strike is going to make your illusions better, and I pretty much like guaranteed that my illusions weren't good for a really long time here. Gabba with a nice ulti here. My stun did not bounce. It didn't even hit in time. But we did get a kill, which is good. Probably should be ulting here, I feel like. I finally, this is my first time that I got 2 illusions. See how much faster that is? So much faster. Very ready to finish my blade mail. And rather than finish this jungle camp, we decided to fight. This was kind of good. He basically blinked in. I don't know where he came from. Oh, he was smoked. They smoked us. Okay. Well, let's see how the fight goes. He blinks on Shadow Fiend. I land a stun. Pretty worth it. I use my thingamabobber, my Lotus. Then I decided to go on this guy. I land the stun on 2 heroes. Incredible, right? It was actually quite worth. Because it gave October a chance to ulti. I'm going to switch the vision over so we can see what happens. They just die. Okay. Not necessarily a good fight, but we did get something out of it. My death. I think my stun was fine. Thinking about neutral items. Mana draw's okay. Tumbler Toy's okay, but I've got a blink. Searing Signet isn't good. So I take Chip Vest again. And I can either take attack speed to do more damage. Lifesteal is not needed because I kind of have it here. Attack range not needed. I could get magic resistance and mana regen because I think we were taking a lot of magic damage. It's like magic damage, pure damage, magic damage, magic damage. And I took alert for the attack speed because that applies to my illusions as well. I got really unlucky on my Phantasm here. I didn't get a second illusion. I feel like most of the time I didn't get my second illusions. But yeah, I needed this attack speed to have any chance of farming fast. Gabba gets exploded top. This is pause 3 fighting a support. He decides to run, understandably. I barely get the blink off in time, but I've got my blade mail, thankfully. I do kind of want to heal here, since my HP is low. And then I have to decide what's the next item that I buy. Because this isn't maxed out, I can't rely on right-click items. I can't buy an armlet. I basically, with blade mail, I just want items that give me raw HP or make me do more damage when I go in, is my goal here. I ended up maxing out Reality Rift now. So I thought I'll buy Shard next, because Shard will give me an illusion whenever I use my stun on somebody. It doesn't work on everybody it hits, but it will give me at least 1 illusion, and my illusion will deal some damage. Again, the problem, though, is that my right-click is not very good, so the Shard is kind of bad. And the illusion doesn't even have, like, maxed out Chaos Strike, so I think the Shard here is not a good choice. I wanted to save Gabba here, so I used my combo. And by combo, I mean I pressed my 1 skill. I pressed my blade mail. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see my blade mail just there? I did 477 damage. Anyways, we got dumpstered in that fight. It's looking bad. Because every time I use my ulti, this guy, he's just going to kill it. He's going to accidentally kill my illusions. Every single time is what's going to happen. And I didn't press my blade mail in time either. So, like, I lost, like, 70% of my HP before I did anything. Blade mail against Lesh is pretty good, though, because he will be doing a lot of uncontrollable damage to you. So if I do get in there and blade mail, it's not terrible. That was, like, the most damage. Yeah, it did do a double bounce. Stunning one additional enemy and damaging another. Splits in half kind of implies only two things. So if there's three of them, first guy takes damage and gets stunned, the next guy gets stunned, and the third guy will take just damage. So it basically does double the damage and double the stun, but it affects three people. Either way, just doing double stun is really nice. If you can land 2 heroes with it, it's really good. One thing you're supposed to be doing with Reality Rift, though, is you're supposed to be pulling somebody, like an enemy hero, closer to another enemy hero. That way, when you use Chaos Bolt, you stun both people. I didn't do the best job of that this game. I did okay, like, pulling people back towards my teammates at times. I pulled the Tusk into the Sky ulti that one time. But as a whole, I should be aiming for that. A little pro tip here, guys. Just something. Let's look at this from their perspective. Alright, imagine this ward isn't here. But watch this attack. Watch if they can see the vision. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. Alright, watch him attack. And then he smokes instantly. They will see that. There is lingering vision when you attack an ally creep. So it's important that when you go to attack a creep and then pop a smoke afterwards, that you wait at least like a second. Otherwise, it's really easy for people to see you smoke afterwards if they're looking. They did have a ward in that area as well, but still. Anyways, we're propping a smoke. I just broke my invis. I don't know why my camera control was so bad, but I turned on my blade mail here, which is good. Drow has BKB. So now the fight is basically over. That was a huge kill. He took bonus damage there. I pulled him away from my Shadow Fiend, and then unfortunately he just blinked in anyways. Bro, he got chunked. It was unfortunate because my move was kind of cool, but pulled him 450 units back, and then he's just like, okay, I'm just going to blink then. And I was like, oh. Shit. Spotted our lone druid for free. This don't look good. Used his essence ring. We are trying our best, certainly. It's kind of actually working. Dude, that was actually crazy that they killed him there. Where am I? A little guarantee here. Into farming. Hell yeah. Okay, so I think I bought Shard here. My KD is atrocious. 2, 8, and 7. My net worth, not that good. My teammates buying me stuff to increase my mana pool, which is good because I had no mana regen other than like power treads and wand. Definitely a good time for us to rush though. I decided to blade mill as well. Let him like reflect damage back onto me. Seemed to work pretty well because he was beating my ass. But it's okay for me to die in this circumstance because we're behind, and getting an Aegis gives us a nice gold chunk. I was still unsure about the Shard, and I wanted to buy something else because I'm like, my blade mail clearly has value. It's good to have raw HP paired with blade mail. What I need to do is I need to increase my HP before I get Shard, because my Shard illusion isn't going to do much damage. And that's all it does. It does 85% of my hero's damage. It's just not that good. I needed something else. Not good for Joe here. He's looking kind of dead, I'm going to be honest. So with the global silence, like, there's no way. I can see 4 heroes. I'm like, there's just no way that I do anything in here. Really nice ice shards. Jump on this guy. Throw the stun. He pops BKB. Good for him. Kills my illusions. And now I'm like, okay, hit me, guys. I've got Chipped Vest and Blade Mail. I think October got him. Yeah, he did. Taking a lot of curse damage here. I just have to throw my stun. I shouldn't have pulled him, actually. I might have been able to get a double stun. A little crit. I was scared he was going to do stuff to me, so I jumped away. Look at that damage. Oh, look at that stun. I was like, hey guys, this guy's definitely over there. Stunned. We ulsed him. Alright, I was not cool with this. I like that he got the slow on him so I could actually go. Got the stun. Turned on the blade mill. Bought some items. It was so close, actually. And then we killed Leshrac again somehow. I'm going to go back and watch that. He didn't press his BKB. Oh. And then he just got exploded. Did he still last word or something? No, he got lightning stormed. That was a... I mean, I guess I can kind of see why he didn't want to BKB there. Oh, is it on cooldown? Oh, maybe it was on cooldown. I must have clicked on him from SF's perspective. So he didn't have BKB. So that was a good read by October. Okay, but despite my shit KDA, I'm like kind of accomplishing my tasks because I'm keeping those principles in mind, right? I've got initiation. I've got raw HP. I've got damage reflect if they do choose to go on me. And basically what they have to do is they have to decide like, and something Drow maybe should have done. If Drow just turns on BKB when she hits me, she just kills me. And I can't really do anything. If I don't have Blade Mill there, like she just kills me 100%. Nothing happens. Like I just die. As soon as I get silenced and caught, there's nothing I can do. But at least with Blade Mill, I can trade my health. So the principles, blink, stunning, raw HP, and then being the person that my opponents go on. That was unfortunate. Nice blink by Tusk to get out of danger. If he had done ulti first, he would have caught him. So I don't want to look at him. I want to look at this guy, this cool guy. Really, I'm going to call that just a bad initiation. This stun, though, is going to be sick. Get that two-man stun. Oh, no, Hex. This felt bad. He accidentally killed my illusions again. Nice kill by October. I don't know what Mars got accomplished in this fight, but it doesn't look like they had to use SF BKB. They hexed that pig. The bear. Little Mjolnir. Oh wow, he used it. This guy's got BKB still. He's got Ags finished. Very strong stuff. Oh, and he's got Whisper the Dread unleashed. That's really good. Nice kickback by the Tusk. Tusk played his game really, really well. In terms of the item that I bought, I ended up getting Serrated Shiv at level 3 because I am right-clicking, and I got more attack speed enhancement, which is really important because that's going to increase my damage and my illusion damage by a lot. My Chaos Strike is finally leveled up. I got Chaos Bolt cooldown talent at 15. If I was playing carry, I would probably get Chaos Strike Lifesteal or Reality Rift pull distance in almost all circumstances at 10 before maxing my stun out. But when I'm playing like a blink stunner like this, I thought lowering the stun cooldown was more important than fucking with either of these 10 talents. The Chaos Strike Lifesteal is not that good. I'm not really right-clicking that much. I wanted to stun this guy because I didn't want him to go punch somebody in the fight. And this is like an okay use of my time, I thought. I could hit him with the Reality Rift. I could have done it earlier, but I was a little greedy. Switching in treads to get a little bit more mana. And it seems like my team won the rest of the fight, which is great. I go here on this draw, which is good for us. If I'm just forcing BKBs and stuff like that, I feel like I'm doing my job. CP was that? I was thinking about blinking in there, but I couldn't see shit. It's like one of those moments where nobody like talks about what's happening inside the Mars arena, and you're like, I hope they're alive. I have no idea. So then we are kind of deathballing effectively. We have like 2 very farmed heroes. The Drow was not farming very quickly. I think it was one of their lower MMR players. Is part of the reason that this might be surprising you that our net worth is so low. I thought their net worth is low. We had a really good vision here, so I wanted to jump. This is pretty dangerous, but my team wasn't quite ready, so what I did instead is I sent in 1 illusion first to make them think that it was a hero, and then maybe they would waste some stuff. And all I got out of it was an edict, but it's pretty decent because now when we fight, them not having edict is good. And then they kind of caught our heroes, so we're like actually fighting now. Reality Rift with all my illusions. I'm blade mailing here, of course. And this one's not looking as good because Drow is certainly tanking and chunking me, but I ended up doing a lot of damage actually to the silencer due to the global silence. And then apparently he didn't cover his global silence, so he managed to steal global silence, and then all of these heroes are running in, silenced. They end up just dying. Crazy fight for us. Big moment. So I was genuinely like, this is a weird game, and my KDA doesn't look good, and you probably shouldn't try to reproduce this, but I genuinely felt like my impact was decent this game. Like I was doing important things. I'm jumping on backline squishy heroes and forcing them to use their spells when it isn't necessarily the best time. Like he basically global silenced to prevent himself from dying and to protect himself from me. I don't even do that much, but I would have killed him with my ulti, you know? So that's a nice advantage I have. That is doing my job. I still haven't talked about Echo Saber. Gives you damage, gives you strength, gives you a little bit of mana regen, which is fine, considering I've lost a lot of int to the silencer. I don't have a huge mana pool. So a little mana regen is not bad. But I just wanted I wanted both the HP and the damage, and Echo Saber is arguably like the best damaging strength item outside of Armlet. And it's also going to do a lot of damage up front too, which is good when I jump in on stuns. I bought Shard now because I felt like my levels, my HP, my right click was like adequate at this point. So we're going to play near this Observer Ward, hoping for somebody to walk forward. I could have maybe done like a Blink Reality Rift and tried to kill him here, but it's very dangerous to do this. It's much better for them to have to fight high ground into us, where we know that we have vision and they don't have vision. I'm trying to stand here and break smokes. It shouldn't be Gabba doing this. It should be me, because he's far squishier than I am. Let me break the smokes. And here's a smoke. There's a global silence that we had. Nice Yules by somebody. Threw stun on the silencer here. I managed to kill him here on the side. I'm going to use my ulti. Dispels gives me a second here. My illusions accidentally got killed here. I'm going to throw a little cool stun. Did it bounce? It did not. Within 70% of the cast range. I should get cast range. I went in to try to kill the Mars. Well, I did kill him, but maybe I should have waited for my stun. It's hard to say. Got a 2-man stun again, which felt good. Into the sucker punch. Oh, he's killing me again. I managed to kill the Tusk. My illusion instantly died again after I used it, because that's Leshrac. I just shouldn't have bought this against Leshrac. That's kind of what it feels like, to be honest. He just kills it so quickly. I was thinking about grabbing this, but I decided to let October have it. Or, sorry, Lyrical have it. Because I thought it was going to be better for me to hit creeps. And now I made another kind of interesting item choice. I said basically like, okay, what item is going to give me HP and impact? Like, again, I don't need to go damage items. I could have bought a BKB. Maybe that might have been okay, because it would help protect me when I go in. And I could use it to remove like global silence. But ideally, I'm the one jumping in all cases. Like, it should be Mars jumping sometimes too, but so far it's been like pretty effective for us to do jumps. But so I decided to go for a Strength Blink. And Strength Blink sometimes is very useful because it's going to allow me to have more HP. It's 500 HP. Gives me 25 damage, which is okay. And I'm blinking in anyways, so the fact that my blink is now going to do an AoE slow is fine. Again, I'm not trying to be a carry being a carry. I'm trying to be an initiator doing more to my opponents than I do in the first place. They're gonna do a little smoke ganking. They're gonna find one of our supports. Alright, and then finally my tier 4 neutral item. Serrated Shiv is fine, but I'm not right-clicking that much. I decided to get Ferret Cloak for the same principles as Blade Mail. I want to have Blade Mail reflect, and the extra attack speed is great. So we scanned and saw they were Roshan, so I sent an illusion in there to go scout out. Gabba uses ulti here, and we got a roar by Roshan, which is interesting. And Rosh is really low, so we're like, they're gonna get it. In reality, they actually just walked out of the pit for some reason. They just left completely. And I was like, huh. They TP'd back. Weird. So I don't know why they didn't just take that. They definitely could have gotten away with it. But they were scared that we were going to jump in and fight them. I'm not quite sure why. And them being scared gave us a nice opening, because now they just don't get Aegis and to go high ground with it. I should have stacked that camp. We could also Tormentor. My ulti is up soon-ish. I really can't farm very fast outside of my ulti and Blade Mill. Blade Mill's not even that fast. I'm just going to go push out the top lane. There's my ulti. My team decided to go contest them on Rosh. Alright, you gotta see this. This is actually crazy. So look at this from their position. Drow starts attacking Rosh in the pit, which is great. Like, you can attack from inside, but then Drow gets grabbed by Rosh because he's not at his position yet. He throws Drow here on the low ground, and then we do some damage to her. She gets hexed because of this, and then the Global Silence protects her, but October just presses BKB and he just kills her. So we basically just kill Drow for nothing. And in the meantime, I'm pushing top lane. They're basically, again, leaving the Rosh pit, which Joe's going to walk in and start attacking it. And then they're fighting over here. Gabba's going to get exploded completely. But my illusions and Joe's bear starts pushing top. They start teleporting. And I'm hanging out nearby. I've got my overwhelming blink now. No, I want me. And then Joe goes in and uses Ferret Cloak. And I'm like, huh. Like, I see him running and I'm like, oh, he's using the damage reflect, which makes sense. This guy's doing damage. And now he's getting it reflected back at him. He does have a Bloodstone, so he's got spell lifesteal now. And he's got, does he have extra health restoration? So he's getting 20% extra. So he's getting like 24 spell lifesteal. But then I realized, like, I can do the same thing. He's going on you. I can blink, Ferret Cloak, and Blade Mail. So I do the same thing. I throw the stun. I Ferret Cloak. I don't know if I remember to Blade Mail. But he's just getting exploded because of this, because of Pulse Nova. There's my Blade Mail. And because he didn't press his BKB or his Bloodstone, he actually just dies. And the bear ends up killing the tower. And then they go to kill the bear instead of me, which I'm like, okay. That's fine. In the meantime, we finish Rosh. And I just live because they didn't go on me. It's like, guys, the bear respawns. Like, you get gold for it, but like, they definitely should have killed me. They would have gotten more gold out of my death. And experience, probably. I don't know how much experience you get from the bear, but probably not that much. So that was pretty sick. Then October dies, loses Aegis for nothing, but it's okay, it happens. So I'm looking for more jump opportunities, basically. We do have less players, though. I knew that guy was going to jump on me, because if I see him, he sees me, you know? I'm just checking, like, Flesh's BKB duration, and I saw that it was low, so I decided to go for it. He just used his dodge thing. Too early, though. He gets hexed. I use Blade Mail. By the way, I'm damaging this guy this whole time with my Blade Mail. I used Ferret Cloak as well to make sure they died, so that was his dieback. He's now 23, 7, and 14. And now we kind of just get to high ground. I'm going to send my illusions in there. Stun here to guarantee he dies if possible. I'm not afraid to hit Mars. This is kind of crazy by Drow, I feel like. My stun hit 3, that was cool. I'm blade mailing because I'm standing in this. That's going to stop his blink dagger from working. I want to kill these creeps anyway so we can push the tower. Now they're just kind of zoned. They did an okay job defending right there, but because they didn't die, but... And then we just had megas. And now it's like, okay, well, any opportunity to fight, we're taking it. My illusions, they're working. I used Fear Cloak on him as well, which probably helped. I'm taking some damage. Still looking for opportunities to jump. What if they don't come out the game ends? So I'm the lowest one, so it's likely for them to go on me. JK. Blink stun. Anyways, we won. Let's see if this works without... Oh, God. I did it too late. I think if you go check this out before the game ends, you can look at the details. But this is going to be hard for you guys to believe. I was surprised, too. I did the most damage that game. Can you guys believe that, actually? I did the most damage out of anybody on my team. Just with my items. Treads, Blade Mail, Echo Saber. I want you to watch this game where I sort of played bad but bought smart items and literally ran in. Somebody's got to go in sometimes, you know? Like, by all means, yes, I could trust Shadow Fiend to, like, do the right things. But, like, somebody's got to go in. And you know what I'm going to do really quick? I'm gonna try to restart this, restart Dota so we can see this. Okay, I restarted Dota and it works now. Let's look at the ways I did damage. Right-click damage. This is going to be my right-click and my illusions. I did 16k with that, which is pretty good. I did 8,000 damage with Chaos Bolt. That was my biggest damaging source. And this was something somebody pointed out was that effectively does about 600 damage. One person takes like the higher damage and one person takes like whoever... Like, if the first guy takes the maximum damage, the next guy takes the minimum. So every time that I Chaos Bolt and it hits 2 people, it's actually like a 600 damage nuke. But I was surprised this number was so crazy. 8,000 Chaos Bolt damage. I did cast it off cooldown when available. I cast it a couple times a fight. But 8,000 damage blew my mind. But that was my goal, right? I'm running around the map and I'm casting Chaos Bolts. I'm not really farming. So I participated in, like, a lot of our fights. 25 of them. Of our 39 kills. I don't know. I was surprised. The numbers seem high. I did 7,000 with Blade Mail, which is quite good. Mostly on Silencer, actually, and Drow. The Silencer one, I think, was... Because I go in, I'm getting Global Silenced. He had Ags. He's going to hit me with Curse of the Silent Last Word. I was taking a lot, and I just happened to be reflecting a lot to Silencer. I didn't expect that, but that's how you do damage. It did very little against Leshrac, actually. Just 440. I probably didn't turn it on enough at the right time. That's probably why. Chip Vest was fine. Not that great. And then my... Fear Cloak, 1,400 damage against the Leshrac. Mostly that top fight, I believe, is where it got most of the usage. 75% reflected damage. That plus Blade Mail means I'm reflecting math amounts. 160% of the damage that I take with the 2 items. So very, very good offensively. But yeah, very surprising that I did the most damage. I could not believe it when I saw it. I was like, how does that happen? But it did happen. The power of Blade Mail. And throwing your stun constantly, I guess. Okay, so this game was a really good lesson, I thought. It felt very good to win it because we were having such a tough time. But I think the lesson you need to learn is think about your fundamentals, like what items you're buying, I think are really important. And if you're playing a hero in a weird playstyle, you can make it work. You just have to like make smart decisions. I shouldn't try to force myself to be a hard carry when I'm behind and when I'm hard countered by a Leshrac. My illusions are not my damage source. My goal is to jump in and go first and to press Blade Mail after I go in so that when they respond to this, then I'm leveraging as much HP as I can every single time. Because that's going to increase the chances that a Rubik or a Shadow Fiend or Skywrath Mage kills somebody on the back line or decides to go and kill them. So it was a fun one. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you learned a little bit and found out that 6, 11, and 19 offline Chaos Knights, which probably shouldn't be played because it didn't feel that good, they can also have impact. All right, goodbye.